This is room 1534, all right? 1534, and we are at the Mall of America JW Marriott, penthouse level, corner room. Okay, this is top floor, very last room. The room is amazing, all right? It's extraordinary, but that's not even the best part. It's actually the location. It's the location that makes this place extraordinary. This hotel is connected to the Mall of America. Mall of America has a lot of stores. If you were to spend 1 minute in each store, you'd be at this property for over 8 hours. You could fit 7 Yankee stadiums in this property. It has the largest indoor water park. Over 40 million people visit this place per year. 40 million. New York has 60 million. Disney World has 50 million, and Disneyland only has 20 million. So Mall of America has double the visitors of Disneyland. It is definitely shopper's haven. There's a lot to do here, and since there's a lot to do, you may want to stay on site, all right? So if you want to stay on site, you want to check out Mall of America, JW Marriott. And the coolest thing is, by the time it's taken me to do this intro, by the time it's taken me to walk out of my room and walk out the elevator, we are right here. And voila, here we are. All right, so if you take your shopping seriously, and you take your Mall of America destination seriously, and you should, it is definitely a bucket list item. This is not a Mall of America review. We will do that on another day. And in fact, we will do that for a week, and over a week, because if we throw in food, we would be here for a long time. But I'll tell you where I would stay. I would stay at the JW Marriott. So I'm gonna give you a quick comprehensive tour. I'm only here for one night. We have a lot to cover, but look how beautiful this place is. And we are staying right on property. So let me get to it. We have to go check out the gym, right? We have to check out the restaurant, which is very, very cool. And there's a few other things I want to point out to you. This is the coolest review of the JW Marriott Mall of America. Again, we are at the penthouse level corner room. There are only 2 of these, I believe, to be in the entire property, and we have one of them, and it is amazing. Check this out. Boom. Amazing room. You can just hear through the acoustics how great it is. Really well built, tall ceilings. Take a look at this art on the wall. I like that. Another accent piece over there. Nice L couch. I took a nap on that. Didn't want to disturb the room. Out of passion for you guys, I want to experience it with you. So I just came in here, just took a nap, hid my stuff. We're going over this room for the first time together. We do have some more art on the wall over here. We have a TV right here. One thing that I did see before, I was interested because we have a whole mini wet bar over there. You think the refrigerator would be over there, but it's not. The refrigerator is right here, okay? Refrigerator is right here. Have not sat in this chair. Let's just do that real quick. Yeah, this is a proper office chair. Yeah, you probably go 60 to 90 minutes in here without getting restless. It's decent. Not as good as the one at the Press Hotel, and I was just there, so that's fresh in my mind. This pulls out into a queen sleeper, by the way. So you can easily fit 4 people in here. If you want to sleep 2 to a bed and 2 to a bed, you could easily do that. All right, so wet bar over here, Voss waters, I think that's awesome. I just grabbed this in the executive lounge. I'm quitting caffeine next year, I swear. Let's move on to this bathroom. This is a proper bathroom. All right, so we have a deep soaking tub. I like that. Although it probably is actually smaller than the W's, it's much more complete. One thing I'm perplexed by is there's only one sink. I think there should be a dual vanity because you certainly have the length for it and you certainly have the mirror for it. This mirror is beautiful, by the way. I love the impregnated iridescent light. I also love that green ring on this type of mirror. You see these mirrors in really high-end hotel rooms. I'm not sure what the brand is. Electric mirror. This is certainly granite, and we are using aromatherapy products. Again, deep soaking tub. That art is really cool. That looks straight out of the W, actually. And then you get into your shower, and you have a footstep right there. You have a grab handle right there, hot, cold, which you can adjust right here without getting in. Sometimes they have the shower head right here and then the adjustments over there, which means you're kind of committed before you get in. I love how it has the temperature control first. That way you can get it to your liking, step out, let it warm or cool to your preference, and then jump in. Some more W-esque type art. I like that. It adds some personality to this. JW Marriotts are supposed to be kind of Ritz-Carltons with a bit more edge. And when you see art like that and art like that, that means they're doing their job, right? They are differentiating. And then again, that's just where you do your business. It's separated, not completely, but separated nonetheless. And I really think that is it for first impressions of the bathroom. Let's move on to the bedroom. This can be shut. Okay, so you can shut here, boom. And this does shut as well. It's a little squeaky. really squeaky. All right, so that needs to be fixed. Just some WD-40, not hard. And here is the bedroom. This bedroom just smells amazing. It smells fresh. I'm pretty sure it's the carpet, which I believe is Berber carpet, and it's awesome. And it's quiet, and you can tell when you shut the door, you have great privacy. This door does lock, which is cool. So if you have some kids, or if you truly are using this as an executive suite, executive suites are meant to entertain. They're meant to combine a little bit of business and a little bit of pleasure. So maybe you're here and you have a meeting in one room and then you want to actually stay in the other. It's great to have that separation. And if you're really living in here, it's great to have that lock. You may need it. Look at that beautiful headboard, right? Multi-tiered headboard with multiple steps of lighting. That is awesome. You can see the dual LED reading lights and of course the dual main lights on each side. There's another TV right here. The positioning and the size is a little concerning, but considering the overall composition of this room, I'm not even gonna nitpick. It does not come out, it does not articulate. There are 2 robes in here. Those beautiful, plush, thick JW Marriott robes, some of the best in the business. And last but not least, well, there's actually 2 things. Number 1, there's an iHome thing over here. It has USB 2.1 and 1.0 for you tech nerds, and I say that very lovingly because I'm one of them. Obviously, because I noticed 2.1, 1.0, it takes up a power slot, so it gives you a power slot, and then 2 more USBs right here. And of course, it connects to your iPhone devices and probably other devices as well. And then over here, again, 2 plugs. I like this attention to detail right here, how they're offset, right? Because sometimes if you have a large Apple charger or a larger plug, it takes up the real estate for both these. They're offset. And then you have 2 more USBs right there. So really, I mean, a ubiquity of connectivity. I love this little, this foot bench right here, right by the bed. Those are always a sign of class and sophistication to me. And this one is really cool because it has functionality as well. Okay, so tons of storage in this place. There was another closet as well, so a dual closets, a huge closet out there. If you are entertaining guests, they can take off their jackets. That's where the ironing board was and everything else. And then right here you have your personal closet too. And look at that setup. God, that's probably one of the coolest headboards I've seen all year. The multi-tier setup is huge. I mean, this thing is probably, I'm gonna take off my shoes. I'm gonna get sophomoric for a second because I'm really interested. If I stand on that thing, that might be a 6-foot tall headboard, is it? Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, that's a 6-foot tall headboard. That's awesome. So let's get down here on this bed. Yeah, it's perfect. It's JW Marriott bed. It's some of the best in the business. As you can see, just as I kind of finish up here, my first impressions, we see more art there. Very W inspired with the pinks and the purples. Purples in this room, pinks in the other ones. And there's a view of the front of the hotel where you pull in. As hectic as the Mall of America is, it's December 26th to give you the exact date. It is absolutely mobbed. But as you saw walking through this JW Marriott, yeah, there were some families and yeah, there was some traffic, but not nearly as much as you think. It's really a great sanctuary. It's awesome. And just a quick life hack. You know I travel for a living. If you follow the channel and you're a subscriber, you know, I mean, this channel is predicated mainly off of travel and then the things that we get involved with henceforth from traveling, whether it's food or other stuff. I never travel on December 26th, ever, okay? And you know that I take red eyes. I have a rigorous and arduous schedule. You couldn't pay me to travel on December 26th. So I come here, relax, do a little shopping on the 26th, get those after Christmas sales, and then go back on the 27th once things have calmed down a little bit. So final first impressions. It's amazing. By the way, I did get this room for free, all right? And I'm gonna make a video on how I get all these amazing rooms for free or for regular price. There's a method to the madness, and basically it's about working the system, and I want to go ahead and detail that. I've alluded to it in previous videos. I just haven't had the time to articulate it, but as soon as I get home, I'm going to make those videos because I want you guys to utilize the programs that are out there for you. And really, those are the 2 operative words: utilize programs, all right? Get involved into a points program because, well, they pay dividends. This is an executive suite. I believe this goes for about $300 to $400 a night, maybe a little bit more, depending on the day and time. But I'm going to digress. I am going to get to the Mall of America. I'm going to walk around a little bit. And by the way, if you're looking for some aerobic activity, like walking or a brisk walk, don't go to the fitness facility. Just walk right out to the Mall of America. There are 3 levels. And if you walk each one, I believe it's like 3.5, 4 miles. It is a stint, all right? It's a decent stint. And I already walked it once today. I'm gonna walk it again. I think by the end of the day, I'll have 8 miles on my clock and probably over 16,000 steps. So I'm gonna settle in and we're gonna check in later. All right. Just finished up my meal. Let's go check out this fitness facility real quick. I think it's a great time since no one's in there. So before I fill you guys in on the meal, let me go over this beautiful fitness facility. And as I alluded to before, man, JW Marriott fitness facilities are awesome. Probably like the majority of my most memorable fitness facilities are JW Marriott properties. They're unreal. This one, it's spaced out so perfectly. And it's light and it's bright, and you got the textured ceilings there. You have the different geometric patterns. You have the wood coming across, the nice beautiful beams. Let's start over here on the treadmills. And it's really interesting because the symmetry and the proportionality is almost right on. So treadmills most popular, there's 6. Ellipticals, second most popular, there are 5, and then a step machine. Bikes, third most popular, there are 4. So 6, 5, 4. We got 2 benches, we have a Smith machine, huge mirror, okay? A litany of different kettlebells and medicine balls. These look like they're so heavy. These are not, right? So we have matrix equipment here, and I basically worked out on the free weights and then this machine today. I love a good cable cross, and this matrix one is better than the Lifetime ones. Typically Lifetime is in every single Marriott property. This is a matrix. And one interesting thing I noticed on this is they have rock climbing pull-up things, which are really, really hard. I was able to do like 6 or 7. I don't do a lot of fingertip stuff. It was really hard, but I like that. They have all the attachments. It's really clean. Everything is put together, put back nicely. That is really cool. Ab machine, then you get into your regular machines here. You have legs, and then you have shoulders and chest, and then you have back here. And again, on these matrix machines, which are really, really cool, they have rep counters. So when you start going, you can see how many reps you did, and then how much time. So, what? If you're really hardcore to circuit training, or just really paying attention to your workouts, those rep counters and times are very, very important. But as you can see, a lot of windows, a lot of glass. You have a TV. You have windows out there overlooking the rest of the property. My favorite towels on the planet, these Griffin JW Marriott ones. These are so cool. And yeah, just some cold towels and some waters. And that is it. There's a restroom there, and then the ice machines are here, which I found interesting. When I was working out, there were people coming in here for ice. A little weird, a little just different, but nonetheless, I guess keep it all centralized. But that is your JW Marriott Mall of America gym tour, and you certainly do not need to go off campus, no matter of your fitness acumen. Okay, so I'm gonna get up to the room, we're gonna talk about what I had to eat, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and we're gonna recap tomorrow morning when I'm out of here. So far, I'm really, really liking this place. I've stayed here before, but because I got the amazing room, the amazing executive suite, and this is the first time I ate at this property, I have some interesting insights I want to share with you. So let me get upstairs and we'll do that. All right, see you up there. All right, so I'm back in the room, and we really accomplished all of it. We still have to see the executive lounge. I'm going to try to do it. If I do not, I am not being remiss because we're not missing much. I've seen much better executive lounges. In fact, it would probably be the one thing that's a little underwhelming, considering the grandiosity and opulence and amazing experience that is this JW Marriott in the Mall of America. But I still want to try to wake up early and go see it for you guys. But nonetheless, I got the bathtub filling up. I definitely want to check that out, so that's going. Let's talk about Cedar+Stone quickly, shall we? Like the gym, the restaurant had excellent depth and breadth. All right, so here we are. We are at the lobby bar, and it shares the menu with Cedar+Stone and also has its own late night bites. I got here before 10 o'clock, which is when Cedar+Stone's menu ends. Went with the butternut squash tartine, and then went with the house-made tomato pizza as well. Then I jumped over here and did the duck fat fried almonds, the bison pot pie, and I forgot to tell I want these spicy cheese curds as well. That's going to happen. And then I went with a Fulton Lonely Blonde. So you can kind of see the Cedar+Stone entrance over there. That's where we were earlier. And I actually like the atmosphere of this place a lot better. All right, let's go to work. My eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach. The late night menu, which is predominantly tapas, would have been sufficient. If I would have walked into that restaurant and just seen the late night menu, that would have sufficed. And then they actually had the overall Cedar and Plate dinner menu available at that bar. phenomenal. Let me start with that cerveza very quickly. If you look that cerveza up, the one that I had, you know, there are some ratings online on some connoisseur and some aficionado websites. I found it complex yet balanced, refreshing, crisp, drinkable. The honey finish was absolutely amazing and definitely the most memorable aspect on it. That honey finish was extraordinary. My favorite by far was the house-made tomato pizza. It was wonderful. It was a marvelous synergy among core ingredients. The crust was a buttery, thin hand toss that was perfectly cooked in a fire oven. The dough, I mean, it was present yet complementary. It didn't overpower, which some hand tosses can do. When you get above a thin crust, when you start getting a hand tossed and deep dish, the crust is very important, and this one definitely was perfectly done. Crust was crisp with the perfect amount of flex, but really the most amazing part of the pie was not the tomato, and I thought it was a tomato pie. I guess I had to reread it because I thought I was going to get a tomato sauce pie, and it wasn't. It was a cheese pizza with little round cherries as the toppings, and the cheese was the most amazing part. It was outstanding. It was the epitome of freshness. It was diverse because it was burrata and mozzarella, and because it was so fresh, it was just a melty concoction of awesomeness. The bison pot pie bites, carbohydrate forward, over dried and crisp. It lacked vegetables, and to me, it had nothing to do with pot pie. It was basically hamburger wrapped in bread and deep fried. It was bland, and the best part was a part that I really, really needed to get through even my second bite, and that was the horseradish cream sauce. That was light and airy and delicious. In fact, I'd like to take that back and use it on some different dishes because that was the most memorable part. The duck fat almonds, that's an easy skip. I've had better almonds off the shelf at Albertsons and Vons out in California. Way overpriced for $12. Stop right now. Don't even think about ordering it. Last but not least, the butternut squash tartine. Heavy. Really heavy. Be advised, if you're ordering this dish and you're going to order a dish after that, this dish alone could fill you up. The charred pumpernickel was excellent, phenomenal, near breathtaking. Now, pumpernickel is polarizing. You typically either love it or hate it. I've never had charred pumpernickel before, and it was charred to perfection, and it was awesome. So overall, that's my take on Cedar+Stone. If you're staying at the JW Marriott, it's really your only dining option. And if you're staying at the Mall of America, there aren't too many fine dining options here at the Mall of America. You have Fire Lake in the competing Radisson Blue, the other hotel that is attached to the Mall of America. The JW Marriott is not the only hotel attached to the Mall of America. There's a Radisson Blue as well. And Fire Lake Restaurant actually may be the best restaurant on this whole property. Okay, so that's amazing. We're gonna get to that in another video and at another moment in another time. I'm gonna jump in that tub. I hope it's not overflowing, and I'm gonna check in the morning. I'll see you guys then. Good night. Good morning. Kind of a gloomy day out in Minnesota. My stay at the JW Marriott Mall of America is ending now. It ends now. I was here for one night, and that's really probably all you're going to be here for is 1 or 2 nights because you're here on campus. You're here to either stay across the street from the airport or you're here to do some hardcore shopping. If you're shopping at the Mall of America for more than 2 days, I have a lot of respect for you because you are definitely in your prime and doing your thing, and that's awesome. To me, the Mall of America is kind of like Vegas. You're kind of in and out. It's a 1 or 2 day thing. Any more than that, then it's just a little overbearing. The Mall of America has 4 corner stores, by the way. I used to know them by heart. I believe it's Sears, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and Nordstrom. That's actually correct. Sears, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and Nordstrom are the 4 huge corner stores. Each one is 3 levels, and they anchor every corner of the square Mall of America. One of the few remaining thriving, vibrant Sears is right there. All right, let's quickly talk about this room. This room is fantastic. I was thinking about this kind of late last night, and when I woke up this morning, it's not really an executive suite. I mean, it is. It certainly has that functionality for someone to come in here and do some business and talk, but I'd say it's more of like a family suite. This L couch turns into a queen sleeper. You have your wet bar right here. You have your refrigerator over here. This room has a lot of dexterity and a lot of flexibility, and I would recommend it. This is a very family-friendly hotel. Now, you're next to one of the biggest tourist destinations in North America, so obviously there's going to be a lot of families staying here, but it's very family-friendly. Lots of kids at the pools, lots of kids walking around. So if your family is indeed looking for an upscale hotel accommodation either near the airport or next to the Mall of America, this is it. I didn't hear a soul last night. The room is absolutely perfect. It is up to JW Marriott standards 100%. Everything in here was just perfect. It was so quiet, it was so serene, it smelled wonderful, it smelled of luxury. I slept so soundly. In fact, I'm really, really late for the airport. Luckily, it's right across the street. You're going to get your JW Marriott experience, and it's connected to the Mall of America. And if you have a chance, if you want to spoil yourself, room 1534, probably what I think is the best room in the entire hotel. Pretty affordable too, in terms of what this room would cost at another JW Marriott. I mean, at another JW Marriott, this room could be $700, $800, $900. This is the JW Marriott Mall of America. It is on the coolest list, and definitely I think you should check it out. So I'm out of here. I have a flight to catch. Again, the airport's right across the street, so it should be no problem, even though I'm running late. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the JW Marriott Mall of America, and I definitely recommend it. All right, I'm out. I'll see you in the next one.